And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Might as well give it to him again. Just ran over it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Handoff for Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again last drive. He did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people getting near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after. And you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10, they'll move the wide receiver. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. There's a crease. They are on the move. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 28.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Running inside, it's Williams. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He's
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip of the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Rushes on him, and they got it.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The run inside. It's Williams. He's past the 30. Maybe a crease. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these plays are so hard to stop. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes the next down more manageable, and you like getting your playmakers in space.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a Heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Washington. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. In the red area, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
On 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Maryland! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Ball. Could be an alley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they do.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it on first down. There's some room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Washington looking to scramble. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the counter play. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. And with that last carry, into triple digits. Over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they decided to get aggressive. That was just 3rd and very manageable. Instead, they saw something, thought they could take a shot, but that's the risk reward. You don't come up with it. Now you got 4th down.
Gets it away, and this is a tremendous punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wide receiver. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We are just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Howard. Got a little grass. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back. Just 1 possession away.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing them like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option, creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Running inside, it's Williams.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The run inside. It's Ball. Might have a chance. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Gator! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Washington. Turns it loose. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air, it's Washington. Under fire. And he's got it inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Hey, easy. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's a nice job by the defense turning to Page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you've got to come right back with tempo. And a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Webb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's space. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds his big tight end. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On the ground with the counter. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Pulls it on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. Chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So we got to go. We got to take shots, find the matchups, and let's see what happens.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
They want to run this quarterback. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking downfield. And it is another interception. Just a